Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com.
Does one recite the blessing, the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama in the morning, which thanks Hashem for waking up with a bright, new, beautiful neshama, beautiful soul, in the event that he did not wake up with a nice, beautiful soul, not because he sat and depressed this morning in a bad mood, but because he simply didn't go to sleep at night. So he's still with his yesterday's neshama, and there was no machzir neshamis lefgar mason that took place, as he did not sleep. This question comes up whenever we pull off all-nighters, whether it be in a long conversation with a family member or a friend, which extends till Alayis HaShachar, or we're catching a late night flight, or early morning flight, or on those days that it is the custom of Jewry to stay up at night and learn Torah, such as the night of Shavuos. We didn't sleep at night, what do we do? It's now morning, can this bracha be said or not? So in general, this question extends not just to Elokaiy Neshama, but to all the morning blessings. And although our focus here is specifically on Elokaiy Neshama, we need to give a little bit of background regarding the ruling of the other blessings in order to have some basis of understanding for what we will explain regarding this blessing. Regarding the 15 brachas of Birchas HaShachar, starting from Aneisen Lasech Vivina until Amav Rishena, we find a three-way debate in the Rishonim regarding whether or not these blessings may be said if you did not receive their benefit that morning. Such as, I don't own a rooster, so I didn't hear Lasech Vivina. Can I still say the blessing of Aneisen Lasech Vivina? I didn't go to sleep at night, so I didn't change clothing. Can I still say the blessing of Mal B'Sharumim, and so on and so forth? And we have a major debate amongst the Rishonim. Some say it's forbidden to say the bracha in such a situation. You can't say shahakal if you're not drinking something or eating something. You can't just say blessings. So too, the morning blessings are no different. You have to get the pleasure and benefit for which the blessing was instituted for you to be allowed to then say the blessing. So if you don't own a rooster, you never say Aneisen Lasech Vivin if you don't hear a physical rooster. This is the approach of the Rambam, and is the opinion of the Mechaber in the Shulchanaruchharav. The opposite extreme opinion is that of the Ramban, who says no. The sages initially, when they instituted the blessings of the morning, these 15 morning blessings, it wasn't instituted based on your personal morning benefit. Did you personally hear a rooster? Did you personally change your clothing? They were instituted based on the normal daily routine benefits that people get. Whether you specifically got it or not is irrelevant. You have to say the brachas every morning. And practically this ruling of the Ramban is held of by majority of the Rishonim, the Gaonim, and so is ruled by the Ramah, and so is the minhag of all Jewry. Sfardim, Ashkenazim, Chasidim, this is what we follow, that even if we didn't sleep at night, even if we didn't get the benefit, we don't own a rooster, we say the morning blessings, due to the general routine benefit that people get. Now that we have that introduction understood, the question is asked, what is the halacha regarding the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama? See, Elokaiy Neshama is said before these 15 brachas. It used to be, was said as soon as you woke up. But now that we have tumah in our hands, it requires the washing, so we delay it a little bit. But Elokaiy Neshama is always a separate bracha from the 15 blessings of Birchas HaShachar. And the question is, what is its status? Is its status similar to that of the 15 brachos, which was instituted based on the world's benefit, the normal daily routine benefits, and thus even if one night you didn't sleep, and therefore you didn't have a new neshama return to a dead body, you still say the blessing? And do we say, no, Elokaiy Neshama is different, and it's similar to a blessing of a benefit, of which if you didn't get the benefit, you don't say the blessing? So practically, what's the halacha? So practically, as you may have guessed, this matter is under deep debate amongst the poskim. We have a list of poskim who rule that the Elokaiy Neshama is no different than the other morning blessings. So since the minhag is to say all the morning blessings, even if you personally didn't get a benefit that day, the Elokaiy Neshama is no different. Therefore, if you didn't sleep at night, even if you didn't sleep at night, you say the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama together with the other 15 morning brachas. Who rules this way? So is the implied ruling of the Alter Rebbe in the Shulchanaruchharav in 46.7 and chapter 494.3 regarding Shavuos. So rules the Shari Tshuva in chapter 46 in his understanding of the Arizal and Pri Etz Chaim. So concludes many of the Sfardi poskim, the Birkei Yosef, the Ben Ish Chai, the Kaf HaChaim or L'Tzion, and so is practically the Sephardi custom that they do say the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama upon awakening. However, other poskim rule no. The bracha is not allowed to be said. This is different than the other blessings. If you didn't get the benefit of sleeping at least for a half hour at night, 60 breaths, then you didn't get a new neshama, and you can't say a bracha to Hashem, hamachzi neshamas l'fgaya mesa, when it didn't happen. You're saying a lie. It's a bracha levatala. Who rules of this opinion? So is the ruling of the Alter Rebbe in his siddur, based on the Pri Eitz Chaim. And so rules the Ater Zahav, so rules the El Yerabba, as brought in Mishnah Berurah 46:24, and other Poskim. A third approach that we find in the Poskim is an arbitration between the two, that due to the doubt, on the one hand, you should not personally say the bracha, but you should make due effort to hear the bracha from another person who did sleep at night. So is the conclusion of the Pri Megadim, the Shari Tshuva, the Yavitz, the Chaya Adam, the Mishnah Berurah, and many other achreinim. So we have three approaches. Approach number one is to say the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama even if you didn't sleep at night, and this is the Sephardi custom. An approach that you shouldn't say the bracha at all, and an approach that due to doubt you hear it from somebody else. And practically this third approach is the widespread Ashkenazi custom, following the rulings of the Chaya Adam and Mishnah Berurah. Now, what is the Chabad custom? So we already mentioned the Alter Rebbe in his siddur, which is the final ruling versus the Shulchan Aruch says, like the second approach, that you don't say the bracha. And so rules the Shara Koilel and the Ktseisa Shulchan, and similarly this was the Chabad custom in previous times. However, in a letter printed in Likutei Sichos, the Rebbe writes regarding this issue that the Rebbe Rayatz gave the following directive. That the public directive is like the ruling in the siddur, that we don't say it, although you can hear from someone else, like rules the Mishnah Berurah. However, the private directive is that you should say the bracha, as rules the first opinion that we mentioned. Now this is quite a confusing directive, as what should you follow, private or public? Seemingly, the intent was that unless you receive a directive from the Rebbe Rayatz, then you don't say the bracha. Nonetheless, practically based on the above private directive, the widespread Chabad custom today is unlike the Alter Rebbe in the siddur, and it is to say the blessing Elokaiy Neshama even if you did not sleep at night. And thus, in conclusion, the Sephardi custom as well as the widespread Chabad custom of today is to recite the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama in the morning if you didn't sleep at night, while the widespread Ashkenazi custom would need to hear it from someone else, and yes, they can hear it from a Sephardi or a Lubavitcher who's going to be saying it. Nonetheless, according to all, the bracha of Elokaiy Neshama can only be said after Aleis HaShachar, and it is to be said immediately after washing hands with a blessing in the morning.
Thank you for listening to Shulchanaruchharav.com. Our free services of making Torah knowledge available to the public depends on donors like you. Please help us continue our work through making even a small contribution at Shulchanaruchharav.com under the Daily Halacha Dedication section or in the subscription page. Also, check out our online courses and many Sefarim available for purchase that will both enhance your Torah knowledge and help support our work.